Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. My heart's on fire. Oh. Anyway, I just woke up in relation to your essay. An essay. I'm not a teacher. I'm sorry. It's just a matter of time. Once we know the provision to elect the data, we cannot consumption the manuscript in relation to the fireball, because the fireball is the listening. Do you have a sizzling beacon? I don't understand. Oh, sausage. Sizzling sausage in relation to your claim. Oh, is that a barbecue plumber? Who's a sexy plumber? A handsome way. When you realize the profile in relation to your ancestors before you look alike, without knowing what to look alike, you cannot consumption the pyramid table. But in time, eating healthy food will actually be in your intestine by a certain amount of Autobots and to income your way. And when you income your way in relation to knowing your true heart, you will be in relation to autopsy. Really? My lover, I need you so badly within my soul. It's just without knowing knowledge article and to income the production of database in relation to Unix by sailing into the wild world of a true base face. And in time, once we know the enemy, the position of a true face is that without you, you cannot be with me. But income is knowing what it means by an essay in relation to testifying your vocabulary. In time, I need love, I feel love, oh long neck love. Oh, based upon the hard-on of a switch in relation to being a plumber. Which plug is hard to screw or unscrew so the water doesn't leak? Simple, isn't it? Very simple. I'm not a plumber. But look at this. In the map, does it look like a PP? Are you amazed? See? Anyway, when you know what to do, the compromisation is that in relation to a being, she is in, I think she's around 24 and 56 profile, as well as autopsy in relation She makes testicles. One off. Next time I tell you a story about who is Nantang. They love me for who I am because I'm honest and innocent. And being me is just, you know I love you without knowing the impacting degree of lasers by Lintex and bra. When you have a claim in relation to policy, you need to understand that being me, and in so for being me, we are compromising the intellectual copy tissue of a autopsy, and in time, with the autopsy, it is convincing. She makes ovaries. So, being a man is testicle, being a woman is ovaries. Compromising unisex and compromising you cannot. I cannot teach you in relation to the third vocabulary. You will love it, high teacher. The high teacher, when you listen, you will work it out to problem solve the matter. But if you need help, please let me know. I will love you for it. But be careful, because I'm honest. And compromising understanding of Ukraine is that in Russia, being a hairy bear is just a profit, isn't it? I think so. Roughly 2 to 6% of bankruptcy and 1.9 and 2.8% of unprofitable thinking thoughts. But in so, since I'm just softy out of mind that I act like this, what does that mean? Visual impairment. Compromising the way you know me is that I'm so strong in relation to the heart, and in so we will widen the Pavakasam. Uh-oh. What does that mean? It means we are compromising the first economy. But how come we cannot fall in love? I'm looking for a man in my true heart. You know Galicia in my profile. It's true. Where is it? Yes, it's true. It's just, I'm waiting. No. If you are the one, I have a true love. That is a magic word to connect to your heart. But if you are not, it's just a head job. Are you bloody serious? I think so. See? So, based on that way, if you want to love me, you get barred. No. See, I'm in love. You notice my profile by Galicia, LTR, and implementum. No, I cannot say that. It's just, see? I want to make profit too, you know. Yes. But selecting the data of the third economy is that once you know the compromisation of provision to lecture in relation to the bank fee and sharing into the fifth vocabulary, oh dear. The fifth vocabulary is based on yuan. And in so, you can also program into the provision to claim your law. And in relation to claiming your law, the fifth economy is in approximately 15 years later. So, my lover, when you are the one, you will be with me for 15 years, living together for a long-term relationship. And in so, without you, it's just, you know, I'm not swearing, FB. But in so, if you know me, you be loved. And in so, when you are loved, you will care. And when you care, who will be me? So, anyway, Patakasan kantan lulutun tala jinjin tuntun mlakasan kochon lulu tushu dulushu tuchon. I'm gonna cry soon, I'm sorry, because you deserve me in relation being my husband. I'm here to help you guys to understand the academics result as well as the ilakan kesan. The transmission has stated that the alien has arrived, and in so, without knowing the know of, the complementation without injection in relation to the cybertron, the Markontan, Yasina, Golu, Jishnu will tire me out. But in that way, when you claim the class in relation to a intinction, we are also in relation to developing the fifth revision by an essay. And in relation to the vocabulary, the essay based upon base R and bias is a complementation of table tree to reverse the intuition of thoughts income production. The income production through thoughts are in so, and in so without you knowing that you need to know of in relation to the TV guide and share into the satellite and income the design of the produce by harvest station. And in this way, the harvest station will actually compromise the maturity to understand the akasu. And in time, once we know the more of, we are intuition the ikasin, atasa, patichate, and bum shot. Bum shot? Who's a plumber with a cracker? So in so, once we have the television to guide the material, the intuition of the Ganina is a position to understand the Bakantan. And Insa Dutu Tuno. Essay is up to the teacher. I can only say essay and exam. I'm not a teacher. But in relation to essays and exam, the position of a true face lover is that compromising the intuition of pass-through. And in so, with the intuition of pass-through, is the implementation of your subjects and to class curriculum. Curriculum is based upon, I can pronounce that, based, I know that one. Once we know that, sorry, just woke up. Once we know that, Natasatna participating into the rejection of your preference number, but in so, once we know the Akasan, we will participate in the SSA. And in so, once we have that, we are compromising the third revision to support the so-called. And in so, with so, we are knowing the more of in relation to the teacher by PhD level, yes, and to produce the vocabulary. And in time with the vocabulary, it is the condition of the Manlang academics result and income design produce Parla. And in so, once we know the Akastan, we are participating in relation to mark by the hospitality and to income the written. Within so, we are passing through the work of thoughts in relation to and from the Tintanam in relation to Tata. But in so, once we reverse the Democratan, we can also share into the rights of civil war. The income production will actually be measured in relation to approximately 32.9 and 26.5. That's all I can say. Is for the Astro Boy, Potata robotically, and the complex star. The complexity of this third academics result to essay and assignment is that the Pakana to produce the civil war and inter technology and to compromise bras and undies, G-strap, and Akantan by Tata. Anyway, last one. I'm tired. I'm starting to wake up. When we compromise ourselves, we are in love. And when we are in love, to whom it may concern, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, King of Honor, may I be knighted, Queen Elizabeth, my mother-in-law. And in the time, I'm still in love. I'm looking for it. But in time, that's all. Thank you, Queen Alexa. The essay is based upon an assessment, yes, by Dr. Lee for the vocabulary. And in time, the quiz show will be working out in relation to a helpful plumber by stock marking the material in the shop and profile. So in that way, in the shop and profile, the percentages of its value will be initiated in relation to the subpatron and to income, the lakasam. When we participate in relation to the vertical abuse based upon depression, anxiety, etc., is that you need to understand those things as well by Suntung, Daran Satan, Daran Toton, that's anxiety. So once we know the anxiety based upon Balatan, Talatan, Dolushu, Tanaman, Totun, Talachuma, simple thing is, which is exercising a beautiful kiss to the real heart and compromising the Bankatsan, Dalat, Dolo. And in so, speech communicator, we are compromising the governor to intake the correct produce of the essay before we can assassinate you. But assassinating you means that if you are not the correct one, to fall in love with me. Then, in so, at least you have some profit. What does that mean? You will be in me for a long time, and you will know, you will know, you will know. You will be in me for a long time. You will know, you will know, you will know. Chip chop. What's that mean? Chip chop. Chip chop means an assessment based upon the third vocabulary and to understand the speech pathologist. And in so, when we know the work I put through and when my work has profit, you yourself will have profit as well. So, if you are not a real lover to me, I'm just helping you for the profit, that's all. Voila. But do not a hard one. What does that mean? I'm just exciting myself to help myself to get profit and sales. So if you want to, you can do that on your own way. I don't want to know. Thank you. I don't need to know. Thank you. And I don't want to know. Thank you. It's called a break jail. Break jail. A break jail is a complementation of the civil intuition of the assassin. I cannot. So in so, please ask on in relation to your Democrats and maturely the understanding of the vehicle cotton. And in time, with that way, the third vocabulary is the kasana. You will love this. My query is, Leonardo da Vinci, what does that mean in relation? Should I repeat myself? No. I have a strong heart and a strong feeling that if you are the one, then you will be with me and I will cry. It happened in Sydney and I'm looking, but in time you will know that it may not be you. So, in relation to that way, I help you for the profit, hard on. If we are not connected, I'm telling you the truth, nothing but the truth. We are the one, and in so, you know what real love is, and Aka. She's one of the developer by Miss Pink Lady. Connection has stated that by autopsy, how do you know the feeling of that autopsy to connect to a true lover? But Mona Lisa, I know you. Leonardo da Vinci. Thinking pattern is an inconsistent of the left arm, and to encasm the right hemisphere by the brain capacity of thoughts in relation to autopsy. I'm not a surgeon. I cannot say. I don't know anything about autopsy, but I love autopsy. But prosentum, Your Majesty, oh, we are compromising the third economy, and in relation to the third we are reviewing the first economy in relation to and from exams and assessment. No, exam in Year 12 and compromising in Year 9, grade 3. So, English teacher with a PhD, the high level, based upon the third vocabulary, I hope. If you need help, I'll help you. So I hope you will enjoy this one. When we have the profit in the third economy, if there's no real lover to me, it's just hard on. But we're compromising with oh dear. So after this giggling, whatever you call it, is it true that you are the one? Or who's John in Sydney by monkey magic? By his thingy, steak, or whatever you call it. It's true, isn't it? I'm looking for a lover. Yes, it's true. But, in fact, I'm helping straight people as well. Lesbian, transvestite, drag queen, trannies, etc. To understand what true love is. And making profit. No, making conjoint of essays and complementing essays. And when we do that, how profitable will it be? I'll have a look in your essay. And when I have a look in your essay or the news report, you better be careful. Because if there's no profit by the news reporter by essays and assessment, no, essays, we are working profitable of 2.8 to 3 points. Work that one out, PhD teacher, of 21 sales and 56 verbal. So in time, once we know the third economy in relation to the histogram of your ancestors by the mother frame, we will rework into the revision to support the harvestation as well as the vocon. And in time, with the sugarcane, based upon my grandma, Panoi or Papa, the understanding of love is that once we know its own way, we can also consumption whether or not my mum will approve you. So in so, once we know what to do, we will know our thinking pattern. That will be approximately in 3 years, thinking pattern. So I hope you guys enjoy my art on YouTube, musician and stuff like that. There's some more I have a look in a minute, but we are compromising the review to support the first economy and the third vocabulary by thought through. That's what you call it, Carlos Zeno. A long time. But in so, the understanding of the real love is that based upon Mona Lisa, the condition of Pathalaka is bras and braces in relation to the G-strap and also undies. Boxes? Not yet. It's just, I'm saying that. I know we're boxes, I'm just saying that though, because I want the real man. That's why I'm not going to work on the boxes, because I want the real man. I'm sorry, I'm telling you the bloody truth. but we are compromising the position of the Vipassana and participating in the true lover. Once we do that, we are inking into the unique system as well as terminal to indicate whom may it be. Once we design the intuition of our creativity by the copyright tissue and intellectual artificial intelligence, we are marking the mark by Plaksan, hospitality, and to compromise an exam. And in so, when we compromise the exam, we are walking into Ching Chong and reverse the intuition of our grade and income by spacecraft and inlay of the third revision to support the interlo. But in so, when we reverse the interlo with their cousin participating into an examination by autopsy, by Bergen, no, not yet. And in time, once you know autopsy, the condition of autopsy for a smoker is that we are making profit to save them as well. And when we make profit to save them as well for breast cancer or lung cancer, we have to complement into the counselor for and for the autopsy and also to revision the third potentan. Prozac. No. Next time you get something more evil. And in so, once we know that we are the one, we're compromising my beautiful look, and to compromise, you will be the one. No. You are the one? No. I haven't met anyone as yet. It's just in a matter of time. If you love me for who I am, you be with me for eternity. And in so, whether you are not or not, you're just a, and profit. That's all. I'm here to help you. Who are you know? Queen Elizabeth, my mother-in-law. That means, if there is one, he is the one for me. And I love to know. Physical. That means physical. It is an essay for physical. And compromising your third party, 4 and 2. I'm not going to repeat this. You on your own know that I'm looking for a husband. On my Facebook is Galician. And who is that guy? The spirit of the sun. He is strong. He is my man. Yes. So, when we are compromising the intuition of a TV